College football teams from around the country have released kickoff times and TV partnerships for several of their key games throughout the 2022 football season. That includes the West Virginia Mountaineers. So let's talk about it. What is up, college sports fans, fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Coos. Welcome in to another edition of Coos' Corner, where you can come in, sit back, relax, let me pour you out a shot of top-shelf college football content, and you can let the cares of this world and worries of this world drift away for just a few minutes. Now let's get on with the show. West Virginia's schedule has been released at least for several games this year. There's several night games on the schedule this year, which I'm excited about. I love night games. I love college football at night. It's just a special time to me. To me, there's not much like walking into a college football stadium at night and watching your team play. I just think it's a special, special thing. West Virginia has not had a lot of night games lately, the last few seasons. As a matter of fact, Neil Brown has never had a home night game since he's been the coach at West Virginia. And Mountaineer fans remember when we were in the Big East, man, we used to play night games all the time, several every year. And we even had a couple after we got into the Big 12, but for whatever reason, those have went away, and the few night games we have had have been on the road. So there is a home night game on the schedule for West Virginia, at least one. So let's get into it. September 1st, the game we're all talking about, the Backyard Brawl returns. West Virginia travels to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to take on the Pitt Panthers. The game kicks off 7 p.m. on ESPN the Thursday night. All eyes will be on this game across the country. You add in the Keaton Slovis, Graham Harrell, JT Daniels angle to this game from all their days at USC together. This game will be very, very intriguing to people outside of West Virginia and Pitt, potentially. You'll have fans from USC watching the game. You'll have Georgia fans watching the game, potentially, to see how JT Daniels plays. The game's in prime time, one of the first games of the college football season, so people will be itching for football. So I think this game will do very well in the ratings. It will put a spotlight not only on West Virginia, but on this game and the Backyard Brawl and how special it is. People from around the country will see how passionate these fan bases are about their teams and about this game. So I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I love nighttime football. Even though this game's on the road, I'm extremely excited about it. A lot of people don't like Thursday night games. I personally do. Now, I understand how it might be challenging for people to get to games or to even watch games if they have to work. I understand that, but me personally, I love night games, even if it is on a Thursday night. It gives you something to look forward to during that work day on Thursday, and it frees up your Saturday to watch games from across the country, the teams you may not typically watch. So I like the idea of this game being on Thursday night versus just a Saturday at noon or whatever. I like it. Next game, Kansas Jayhawks. First game of the Big 12 schedule, a little earlier than normal, but the Kansas Jayhawks travel to Morgantown on Saturday, September the 10th. It will be a 6 o'clock p.m. kickoff. Will air on Big 12 Now, which is part of the ESPN Plus streaming service. I understand a lot of people may not get that game because they may not subscribe to ESPN Plus. But there again, I'm excited about the night game. It will be Neil Brown's first night game as head coach of the Mountaineers in Morgantown. So it's going to be a loud crowd. It's on a Saturday, so the fans will have all day to tailgate. They'll come into the game ready to go, excited, loud, proud, cheering on their Mountaineers. It should be a special, special game. The Jayhawks better be ready for what they're about to walk into because Milan Puskar Stadium at night is a special, special place, and the atmosphere will be electric. Game 3 against Towson, the FCS opponent on West Virginia's schedule. They come to Morgantown on September the 17th. The game will kick at 1 p.m. on ESPN Plus, and it's a Saturday game. Not really a whole lot to say about that one, just a typical FCS game at home. But then the Mountaineers turn around 5 days later, travel to Blacksburg, Virginia on Thursday night, September 22nd, to take on the Virginia Tech Hokies. Will kick off at 7:30 p.m. Will air on ESPN. Once again, West Virginia gets a primetime Thursday night game. Unfortunately, it's on the road again. However, it reminds me of the Willie Nelson song, On the Road Again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Well, anyway, West Virginia's on the road again, traveling to Virginia Tech on a Thursday night to play for the Black Diamond Trophy, which currently sits in Morgantown, by the way. I'm hoping to be at this game. I live really close to Blacksburg. I've never been to Lane Stadium for a game, unfortunately. And I've heard Lane Stadium at night is a crazy place as well. They come out to Enter Sandman by Metallica, and me being the metalhead I am, cannot wait to hear that at night and see the fans jumping up and down, cheering on their Hokies. I know I'm a Mountaineer fan, but it will be a cool atmosphere, a cool experience. I'm going to do everything in my power to try to be at that game. Now, one West Virginia fan I follow on Twitter by the name of Tyler Davis brought up a really good point on Twitter. He said that, he's really concerned about the turnaround time for this game. West Virginia only has 4 days basically to prepare for this game, so it could put them at a disadvantage. But I did some research and discovered that Virginia Tech also plays a home game the Saturday before this one. So they also only have 4 days to get ready. Their game is also against Wofford, which is an FCS school. So both teams play FCS opponents at home the Saturday before this Thursday night game. So there should be no issues there. All right, then we get into, once that game's over with, they move right in to the rest of the Big 12 schedule. All but one of the games, which I'll get to in a minute, are going to be on the 6 to 12-day window that the networks like to use prior to games to determine what time slot to put them in and what networks. But the one game that has been determined is the Baylor game. The Baylor Bears come to Morgantown on Thursday, October the 13th. The game will kick off at 7 o'clock p.m. and air on FS1. Once again, another night game. It'll be West Virginia's fourth night game that's already been scheduled this season. There's potential for even more. This one is Neil Brown will have his second night game in Morgantown. This one kicks off even a little later than the first one. So it'll be even darker. The fans will probably be even louder, maybe more drunk, whether that's good or bad. But, and listen, the Baylor Bears are expected to compete for the Big 12 title again. They will probably be ranked when they come to Morgantown for this game. So the fan base will be ready. They'll be loud. They'll be excited. It will be an electric atmosphere. I cannot wait for that game on October 13th in Morgantown against the Baylor Bears. And once again, it's West Virginia and the Big 12 get a chance to shine in front of a national TV audience on a Thursday night game in prime time. And then last but not least, West Virginia travels to Stillwater, Oklahoma to play in Boone Pickens Stadium against the Oklahoma State Cowboys on Saturday, November the 26th. The time of this game has not been determined yet. It will be on that 6 to 12-day window. However, it has been determined that they will play on ESPN. So West Virginia does have an ESPN game here for sure against Oklahoma State, and there's potential here, folks. Now, it's a potential. I'm not predicting this, but there's a potential that this game could have Big 12 title implications. If both of these teams are ranked, it could get a primetime slot. Who knows? It's yet to be determined, obviously, but another game that could potentially be a night game or at least get a really good time slot for West Virginia on ESPN. Well, folks, let me know. What do you think about this schedule? Do you like the fact that West Virginia has so many night games already put in? What do you think about the Thursday night games? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Like I said, I like them personally, but I respect your opinion. I want to know what you think about those Thursday night contests. Let me know what you think about the rest of the schedule as well. Also, folks, don't forget, if you want to support my channel financially and help me grow, I'm really, really wanting to eventually put more time into this and hopefully one day do this as my full-time career. And I can give you guys even more, hopefully more content and even better content. I'll be able to buy better equipment. I need your help doing that. Listen, if you can afford to support me financially, help me out, I totally understand. I'm not going to beg you for money. But the way YouTube works, we do get some money from the ads that run across our channels when we do videos once we hit 1,000. But that money is very, very minimal. Most of our money comes from fan support and any sponsorships we might get. And obviously, being a small channel that I am, I've yet to get any sponsors. I am working on that, but I've yet to have sponsors. So I'm asking for your support. If you can in any way, I'd appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not going to beg, but if you want to support me, you can buy my merch in my merch store. I've lowered the prices on all my merch so to make it more affordable to you. You can hit the thanks button right below the video, make a small donation. You can become a member of Kuz's Corner by paying a small fee every month, getting access to the perks that has to offer. There are also links in the description box to Fanatics, BetUS, and Amazon. Obviously, with BetUS, it's betting and online gambling. Use promo code JOIN125 to get 125% bonus on your first bet. All that helps me out financially. If you want to support me for free and can't do any of that, I totally understand and totally get it. But there's also ways you can support me for free, and you know what they are. Like, share, commenting, and subscribing. All of that helps out the YouTube algorithm, gets my videos pushed out through YouTube so more eyes can see it, and hopefully get me even more support. And with all that being said, I really thank you. Thank you for tuning into this video. And until next time, Q Country Roads.